Hey, and welcome back to my channel. In some of my previous videos, I've talked a little bit about my career journey from discovering the recruitment field to how I got to where I am today from being a total noob. I didn't even know what a recruiter was when I applied for the position. Of course, if I could go back in time and give myself advice as I started out my career in recruiting, I would. So in this video, we're going to be discussing 9 things that I wish I had known when I first started out as a recruiter. If you're interested in this field, I recommend going back and watching some of my previous videos about what a recruiter is and how I became one. But the great thing is about this field is that just how universal the skills involved are. Even if you have no interest in becoming a recruiter whatsoever, these are skills that will help you in a wide variety of jobs and situations. But before we get started, as always, please don't forget to like, subscribe, click that bell. It's completely free and really helps us out a lot. So without further ado, let's get into the 9 things I wish I knew starting out as a recruiter. When working as a recruiter, you could be flexible, especially if you're working for yourself as an independent recruiter, consultant, or even run your own agency. With recruiting, I can work as hard or as slow as I want. And if I wanted to take a whole month off or even the rest of the year off, I could do it because recruiting offers that flexibility. Also, since all you really need is a computer, phone, and internet to operate your business, I can also work remotely, work from any location, which is absolutely amazing as I love to travel. Because of this, when I travel, I don't have to really worry about my business slowing down or stopping, as all I have to do is connect to Wi-Fi wherever in the world I am. I had the pleasure to operate and maintain my business from Europe to even Asia, or choose to take a month off just because I could. It's also up to you to be flexible as well, as being a recruiter can also be completely unpredictable. You must be ready to go with the flow, roll with the punches, and adapt to any situation, even ones that may make you uncomfortable. Some tasks may require you to work late in the evenings to talk to a client, or on the weekends when there is the only time a star candidate is available. Either way, you have to be fluid and adapt with everything that can happen, and make sure you really work on your time management skills to make sure that the business or work doesn't completely consume you. In recruiting though, no day is the same. There are some amazing highs, great days where you'll seal the deal between an amazing hire and the perfect employer, but you must also be prepared for just the opposite. Stubborn clients, indecisive candidates, offer rejections, candidate withdrawals, and very slow periods. You have to be on your A game all the time, and this is where it is key to be absolutely flexible for yourself as well. You will build strong relationships. My time as a recruiter has given me the chance to meet some absolutely incredible people. With hard work and a little luck, you'll find yourself rubbing elbows with some of the best rising talent out there. Founders, CEOs, entrepreneurs, and talented professionals. It's important that you take the time to foster these relationships so you can build up a network of reliable connections as a source of leads or even just new friends to get to know. If you're a people person, then this should come naturally to you. If you're an introvert or have the tendency to get nervous when meeting new people, the best thing you can do is practice your social skills. Dale Carnegie's book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, was first published in 1936, but remains one of the best resources for the fundamentals of how to interact and respond to people with the attention and respect they deserve. These tips may seem obvious, but they are tried and true. Make eye contact, smile and learn names, and use it often. Encourage others to talk about themselves, and be genuinely interested in what they have to say. These small things will go a long way in helping you make and maintain quality professional relationships. You will be on call a lot. Whether it's a candidate that has questions or a hiring manager looking for help scheduling their next interview, or another manager that is in Europe or Asia and can only chat in the early hours of the morning or late in the evening, you must be readily available for anything to make the process as smooth as possible. Being ready to help in any way is key to ensuring that your clients and candidates are having a positive experience and that you are providing a 5-star service as best as you can. Getting ready to extend the final offer can get particularly intense with back and forth negotiations. It may require you to take some time out of your evenings or weekends as you go back and forth between candidate and hiring manager. You never want to let any inquiries go unanswered for very long. It could mean the difference between sealing or losing the deal. While many negotiations typically aren't that long, some can drag on for weeks and require you to remain sharp and on top of it to help the process keep moving forward. There will be times you have to make a quick call during a trip or when you're spending time with family, but as long as it doesn't happen too often, this comes with the nature of being a recruiter. Recruiting will open opportunities down the line. One of the best things about recruiting is that with some time, effort, and perseverance, anyone can do it. It doesn't require any formal education or advanced degrees. If you find yourself unsure about your current career path, like I once did, recruiting is a great way to learn valuable skills, make some money, and open doors to a wide variety of new and different paths. From job opportunities to consulting or contracting gigs to startup projects or side ventures, there are plenty of ways to make money and move forward in your career and in the recruiting world. As long as there are companies hiring, there will always be opportunities for great recruiters. If you find that recruiting isn't for you, it's also very typical to pivot to more sales or business development related jobs, as there are many aspects of being a recruiter where you utilize these skill sets day to day. You will strengthen your time management skills. Being a recruiter involves keeping track of multiple responsibilities at the same time. Cold calls, calls with clients or candidates, negotiations, sourcing and reaching out to candidates, candidate feedback calls, and even keeping track of your own personal responsibilities are just some of the things you'll be juggling if you decide to enter the world of recruiting. It can quickly become overwhelming if you don't stay on top of it. If you find yourself struggling to multitask, it's important to have impeccable time management skills. Everyone has their own way of managing their tasks and goals for the day, and you should use whatever suits you the best. Here are some of the most common ways. Create a to-do checklist. Some find it helpful to break down their tasks into smaller lists to stay on track. Use a calendar app on your phone or computer to schedule events and reminders. Block out your day and set time limits for each of your tasks. Get into and stick to a routine. Or if you have a routine and you find it's not working out, switch it up. Eliminate distractions and focus on one task at a time. Some find the Pomodoro method, switching between 25-minute periods of work and 5-minute breaks, to be helpful in combating distractions and remaining focused. Finally, if you still find yourself struggling with time management, it may be helpful to perform a time audit. This involves tracking everything you're doing during a day and how long it takes. This will help you see where you might be wasting time and will allow you to trim the fat off your schedule. You will develop important sales and communication skills. Recruiting is, in many ways, very similar to a sales role. You're pitching jobs to prospective candidates and candidates to the prospective employers. As the middleman between these two parties, it's your job to almost play both sides and make them attractive to one another. The communication skills involved with sales match those of building strong relationships, and your experience as a recruiter will help you develop and apply them to all aspects of your career and life. Listening to the needs of your client or candidate, operating with a sense of urgency, negotiating with both hiring managers and candidates, conducting cold outreach to prospective clients and candidates are some of the responsibilities you will do day to day as a recruiter. Use social media to boost your business. In a highly interactive and service-based environment like recruiting, where fostering and maintaining a wide web of contacts and relationships is important, putting yourself out there into the public on social media can be integral to your success. If real estate agents or car salespeople utilize social media, specifically Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, why can't recruiters? Producing videos, creating content, building a brand online is certainly a lot of work. And while it's not necessary to become a successful recruiter, I think media will play a bigger and bigger role in how companies engage with prospective talent and how candidates will find new jobs. If you are interested to kickstart your media presence, it is absolutely important to make sure you're active on a few social media platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, even Twitter, as these are all great platforms to reach out to different groups of prospective clients and candidates while growing your brand at the same time. You want to understand the target audience for each platform and create customizable and personalized content for them rather than using the same content for all platforms. While it may be overwhelming to think of starting on all platforms, try starting with one or two to master those first, and then once you're good in those, move on to others. Starting only a few is better than not starting at all. Week by week, you'll want to engage with your followers and community as much as possible by interacting with people and posts that are within your chosen market niche. Likes, comments, shares, join groups, react to posts with genuine interest and thoughtful comments. You will be surprised how far these simple tricks go in getting attention on social media platforms and standing out amongst the competition. It is a slow process and not something you can build fast overnight, but with consistency and hard work, you can do it. You will need to become an expert in your chosen market. I am a tech recruiter, which means I specialize in placing candidates in the most technical and hard to fill roles in the technology sector at innovative startups. Think software engineers, UX designers, architects, managers, digital designers, and even project and product managers. When I was starting out as a recruiter, the job intrigued me because I was already heavily interested in the tech world. So by being a recruiter, I can not only learn a new skill set, but also learn more about the exciting things happening in an industry I already loved. My role has allowed me to research and stay up to date with the latest technologies, the hardest tech startups, and the exciting news of the day or the week. By focusing on one industry, you get to also know it inside and out, from understanding hiring and compensation trends, future forecasts, to the specific skills, professionals that work in your industry. If you're trying to recruit across multiple industries, you will never get a chance to really dig deep and be a master or really develop confidence in one industry. And if that happens, candidates that you speak to won't take you seriously, as you will come off as someone who isn't educated about their specific skill set or their industry. To develop true credibility and validation, you would need to focus on one industry and only on one or maybe a couple of positions in that industry to begin with, so that you can really come off as a credible expert. But if you're not as tech-oriented as I am, don't fret. You can specialize in recruitment across a whole range of niches and markets. Different agencies cater to different markets like finance, hospitality, food, legal, to even agriculture, and some cater to many. If you decide to start your own recruiting agency, you have the freedom to choose what market or markets you serve. But just make sure you stay as focused as possible. You can have a profound impact on people's lives. I like to say that as recruiters, we get paid to literally change people's lives for the better. Your first reaction to recruiting may be that it's a boring corporate job, but this couldn't be further from the truth. If you are passionate about helping people and making a difference in their career and lives and thrive in a fast-paced environment, recruiting might be the best career option for you. When you begin to form relationships with your clients and candidates and take care of them genuinely, you will find that there is nothing more rewarding than marrying the perfect candidate to their dream job. After all these years, it never gets old when you help a candidate get an amazing job they're super excited about, or you get an email or a phone call early in the morning from a hiring manager who is super pumped about their new hire. The best part is making great relationships and friends along the way, and who honestly can complain with that? If you have any questions or want to share some of your own things you wished you knew going into your career as a recruiter, please comment below. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, again, please consider liking, subscribing, clicking that bell. It's completely free and means a lot. Please also add me on Instagram and TikTok at Preston_Park as I try my best to post daily. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.